Welcome, Derail fans. Ripguts and 554 here. Just learning how to play Derail Valley. So please enjoy the stream. Alright. Picked up my load, or loads, and I'm gonna move to Harbor Town. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take the steel rolls. Last time I tried to haul a big load, I couldn't move it, even with the 6 engines. So I think I'm gonna back off a little bit. Drop that one and verify this load. SMFH89. Yep, this is it. As you see, it's very long load, and we're going to Harbor and right here in the steel mill. So I'll be heading south, which I'll be heading in this direction. So I gotta fire these engines up. man. See, don't you worry. Hauling trains and moving trains, not a fast thing. Not fast at all. Not be moving 6 engines. Yeah, they did a good job on this game. Details, graphics, everything. That's why I'm playing it. I think I forgot to do something. I did. There we go. Oh, it breaks. Train. Should be forward. We'll see. Alright, now they're moving. Alright, man. I'll be here. Come back and talk to me. Alright, I'm moving these 3 engines and putting on the load of rolled metal. Again, that one, it should take you right in here. It's where I need it. Alright, now negative number means they're moving backwards, which means they're coming my way. Slowly. They're doing about 8 miles an hour coming. So, be backing up the throttle here in a little bit. Slam into them, then do some damage to the cars and the engines. Back off the throttle. Let it coast in. Oh yeah, I got a brake somewhere. I gotta find that brake. They should not be slowing down that slow. Or that means I got something. Alright, red flash and light. Brakes. That's yeah, this I had the parking brake on this one. It was probably off and I set it. Alright. Now we found the issue. It's very easy to forget. Very easy. Now it should roll much easier now. Oh yeah. So about 2 miles an hour or less ideal speed, but you get away with 3. Alright, now let's show you a trick that I learned watching their videos, because now I have to move the other 3. So I'm gonna shut that down. I'm gonna keep the MU unit running. Okay. My daughter's scared. I lost where I was. So, by shutting these down, and now I'm gonna take this and switch it to TX. So I'm gonna be transmitting from the DH4 switcher to run the other 3. So when I'm using this engine and using the remote control, it won't move any of these 3 engines because the engines are off. So now I'll be running the transmission through this to the other 3 at the other end. So I'm removing these 3 engines down to here, get in front of these, and then rolling out south. So now I gotta go fire these up. So this is the lead one, so I have to turn this to receive because you can't have 2 transmitting at the same time. I'm the one that pays the fuel bill. So, and this one's mine. I own this one. This is a museum piece, fully restored. So, this is the one I own. Those of you that follow Derail, so you know. Sometimes it's a little confusing which one you need to put the engines in, especially when they're split apart. So I'm still trying to figure that out myself. So that's all the fun, part of the fun. Alright, they're showing up fast. So the reason it's not showing miles per hour because it's the blue DH where it's transmitting through and the engine's shut off and it's not, the wheels are not turning, so it shows no speed. So that's part of the process of when you use multi-unit wireless. So, alright, here comes the lead power. spooling up. I'm just waiting for them to show up. The switches are aligned, so they be showing up shortly. There it is. Apply with brakes. Coming a little fast. A whole lot of fast. Up. We're good there. Now I'm gonna check the handbrakes. Make sure they're all good. So on here, if this red is on the left, then its brakes are released. If it's on the right, then the brakes are set. So making sure they're on the left, then I know they're good. That's on the left. That's on the left. It's a good idea to take the time and look, because you don't want to overheat the brakes because they'll cause damage, and then you gotta pay for it. Left. Alright. Now start these other three back up because we're all hooked. So this is going to go from transmit to receive. Because I am done, the brake pipe is going to go up. Oh, I'm sorry, brake cutout goes up. Alright. Looks good here. Engine started. Let's go start it. Yep. Good. Now to the last one. The rear engines. Alright, to rear. Alright. Alright, these rear three are ready to go. good to go here. Only thing left to do is validate the order. So it's always a good rule of thumb to look for the load, get everything hooked up, then validate the order and roll out. But each to their own. Some people want to validate and then start shunting. There's nothing wrong with that. Because you never know what kind of trouble you're going to come up against if you do that. Alright, this is good to go. Alright, now I validated it. So this is what you get when they validate the order. First page, just like the card you picked up. Second page. Second, it tells you where to pick it up, which track, and then it tells you haul it to Harbortown, and then second to the last page, I need to deliver it to track E8I. So I have my orders. It's very foggy in the morning. That's okay. Push X to sit. So I'm going to take my front lights, turn them on, rear lights. Red lights, tail light should be on. Take a look. Yep. The camera angle's kind of weird, but you see the red tail lights, rear engine's on. So we are good to go. And it's really foggy. Right. Now, I'm going to go to the map. Look at my route. So I'm going to go in here, going down. Left-hand turn here, left-hand turn here, follow this all the way down. I'm going to start getting into inclines and declines here, right? This stretch right here is a decline, and it's kind of sharp depending on how much load you have. So I'm going to continue down here, make a left-hand turn here, and this is another decline or incline if you're coming out. But I'm going to go down here, make a left-hand turn here, and probably end up somewhere over here. Okay. Now, I'm going to go to the route map. This is where you set your switches ahead of time. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. So over here. So I'm going to come over here. We're going to make a left-hand turn. Guess if it's right, straight, left, go this way. So you have to look at this opposite. This is a right-hand turn, so I know I'm going left. So this switch has to be left. This switch has to be left, because if I go this way, I'm going right. So I'm going left. Let's see here. Left. This is actually going to merge right into the track. So I'm going to be left here, but right into Harbor. So, alright. And lastly, I'm going to go to the station map. This is all the stops along the way, wherever you go. So I'm going to Harbor. Right here, HB. Click on that. So this is the way I'm going to be coming in, this way. And I have to go to E8I. So I'll be coming here, left, left. This is going to be left because I'm going straight. This is track switch, not going to bother me. So left, left. So E8I is right here. So I can flip to E8I. So this is the way I'm going to be coming in. times it has not. So I guess we'll figure that out when we get there. Alright, here we roll. Use a brake. Let the pressure release. Get the bell going. Alright. Let's see how long this is. So the load itself is almost 200 meters long. So this is a track record distance. I can set the length of the train. If I come to a switch, I can track it, and then I know after a certain amount of distance I have cleared that switch. So we're almost 200 meters. So we'll go right there. So I'm going to go an extra 4 crook lengths to include the engines. You can't forget about the engines and your length of the train. So, alright, enough jabbing. Let's get throttling. So that's on. Alright, I need to go check something. Yeah, that's on. Sometimes this happens, it might glitch a little bit. It's a little embarrassing. So for me, I don't care about the speed. I usually like to keep it between 40 and 50 kilometers. That's just me. Some people like to go faster. I don't. I like to be in control of the train. So you see we're right here and we're headed this way. Switch right here. We're going to the right. Rear shot. There's all the wide rolls and the last three engines right there. Alright, we're slowing down. 2-3 notches on power. Then back up to 40. Nighttime view. Developers did a really good job on this engine, or this game. I've played train sims before, and this one's by far the most immersive. So I like it a lot. It's a fun game if you enjoy train simulators. Get out, you do your own switching. Very immersive there. They're working on its 100 update. Unfortunately, it's not coming out till the end of 2027, but they're trying. We're a very small div team, very small. So alright, picking up some speed. Put the dynamic brake on. Picking up a little more speed and one more notch of the dynamic brake because now we're at 40 kilometers. So I'm right at 40 where I need to be. When they see the speed limit signs, it's not a suggestion. If you're 10 above whatever speed limit you're at, trust me, you have a good chance to derail. It's the name of the game, Derail Valley. And yes, I've derailed once at a round table, not because I was hauling something. So, it is very possible. I'm careful. Alright, one more area view. The train. The rear of the train with the red lights. Alright. Back to paying attention. Alright, here in a few moments we're going to come up on the left-hand turn. So I need to slow down a little bit because I know this can get a little hairy. Alright, I'm going to fly the train. Alright, going to the left, right there, so we're good. Yeah, we're picking up speed. And slow down. Sometimes it can be 30 here. Alright, I'm going to turn the dynamic brake off. And we'll let air out. Alright. It's a tight turn here. So, train brake. We're at 0 throttle right now. So I'm just controlling the speed of the train. Alright. Right there is harbor. In the dark, of course. Now we're coming up into the virgin of the track. Now, the most interesting part is hooking it up and getting it moving. That's half of it. The other part is putting it where it belongs, especially if you have multiple engines like myself, 6 of them. That can it can be a challenge, and I'm just picking up a huge range of speed. Gotta get this train under control. So again, the other part is putting it where it belongs. Sometimes the train's too long and you gotta split it. And it's like wonderful. If it's raining, it can hinder the process too. So, alright, we're coming into harbor right here. Come in here to me taking a left. Turn the bell on. A couple shots of the horn. Train brake. Get the, come on. You're right. There's an air view coming in. There's the engines coming around the bend. Alright. Set my switches correct, we should be coming to E8I. And yeah, I believe I did. Because 8 should be over here. Yeah, 8's right there. So I should set my switches correctly. 5. Yeah, I believe I did. Just roll right on in here. 7, Echo 8, India. Rolling right into it. And I hope there's nothing in this line. Nope, there isn't. That makes it easy. Rolling slow. Just watch when stuff rolls in and stop the train. Probably going to take the whole track, but that's fine. Yep, here comes the engines. Closer look at it. Alright. Into the main engine. Apply the brakes. Take the engines all the way to the other end of the sign, so nothing's blocking, even though nothing will show up. Most important thing is when you have a longer train, you let the air brakes fill in so the brakes release. So if you do it too soon, the train won't roll. It'll be harder to roll. Just taking this lead engines all the way to the other end, so that blinking light right there means my DH4 is overheating, but it'll be okay. It'll cool down, so maybe now here comes the sign, the red sign right there. Just need to bring it to there. Stop the train, shut the engines down, and call it a night. Alright. Turn the lights off. Now I'll go unhook the engines. mission in. One parking brake must be set to turn in. Two, just to make sure. Then you have to unhook the train. These valves must be turned on first. Alright. Go to the other end. Shut down these other three. A lot of work I do for myself, but that's okay. I like to be challenged. The way to challenge yourself is you gotta push yourself. And we'll unhook these from the rear motors. So, valves, hose, knuckle, and that. Now I have a long way back to the building to turn this in. Now, if you turn it in before the time, you get bonus money. Troubles and you don't make it in before the time, then whatever the base money is what you'll get. Definitely got turned around there a little bit. That's the lead. Somehow I'm getting turned around. It happens. It happens. You're skipping like I'm doing. Trust me, it all looks the same. Alright, there it is. The one with the green light. That's the office. And once you're done, take your ticket and you validate it. And there you go. So I had 65 minutes or less to get done. I got done in 42. base pay was 36. The bonus time is an extra 18,000, so I got paid 54,339. Did a good job, no damage, and no damage done to the environment, so it was a good haul. Pick up my money. That's it. Now these charges here is basically renting the engine, so I'm just gonna pay my fees. I got more than enough money. I got 1.8 million. I think that's kind of enough. And lastly, alright, no fees. Alright, Derail fans, that's it. Gonna be it for me tonight. Thank you for watching, and play the game. Be careful, don't derail. Take care.